What is going on, everyone? How are you? I haven't uploaded on this channel in quite some time. I thought I'd show you something really cool. A couple weeks back, as we slowly start coming out of this pandemic, I decided to take my wife up to Seattle. She's been working from home the whole pandemic. She hasn't traveled with me at all, not like I've done a lot of traveling or anything, but I wanted to get her out of the house, get her up to Seattle, just, someplace away from the house. I found out that my favorite hotel on the West Coast had just reopened after being closed for 400 days during the pandemic. It's the Edgewater in Seattle, Washington. It's right there on the water. It's on a pier in Elliot Bay. It's great. The Edgewater has a great history, and a lot of it centers around great rock bands and just musical artists that have stayed here over the years. The Rolling Stones, Elvis Presley, Stevie Wonder, the Monkees, Jerry Lee Lewis, Roy Orbison, the Mamas and the Papas, Ray Charles, the Supremes, Willie Nelson, Blondie, Kurt Cobain, Jeff Beck, Emmylou Harris, Jethro Tull, Lou Rawls, Neil Diamond, Rod Stewart, The Who, Vanilla Fudge, David Bowie, Johnny Cash, Chris Cornell, Iggy Pop, Alice Cooper, Led Zeppelin, Pearl Jam, who are from Seattle, so they just kind of stayed there. And most importantly, the Beatles. The Beatles had this famous picture taken of them fishing out the window of their room, which is something you could do back in the day. You could actually go to the front desk, get a pole, and start fishing out your window if you wanted. Going along with the rock and roll theme, they have a couple themed rooms. They have the Pearl Jam room, and they have the Beatles room. I always wanted to stay in these rooms, and when I realized they were open, I checked it out. They were available. So I booked the Beatles room. Sure, we did all the other stuff. I mean, we always take the train up to Seattle and we went to a couple other things, but the real highlight of going here was just relaxing and seeing the Beatles room. And it was pretty cool. This is it. A nice room. So of course we headed over the Space Needle because that's, mandatory when you go to Seattle. You gotta go to the Space Needle. We didn't go up. We've been up before, so we went and checked out what was open. Still pandemic, so one thing that was open was the Pop Culture Museum. This was neat. They had Indiana Jones jacket, one of the original Tron outfits, and just all kinds of music stuff. It was really interesting. I don't normally recommend museum type things. This one was worth it. They had Leonard Nimoy's outfit from the original Star Trek, and then Planet of the Apes stuff. The original Planet of the Apes. The best one. All in all, it was a pretty good trip. I mean, great weather. Not everything was open yet because the pandemic, like I keep saying, but it was getting there. It was a good time. I mean, other than when a homeless man decided to drop his pants right in front of me and start checking his junk out. Not even joking. And no, I won't show you the video. It was disturbing. Okay, I'll show you a little bit. This, after he passed by me, decided to check it out again.